Hey guys, I haven't really done a video in a while, but this one I'm gonna do the history of Bloodlust, the clan. Right now it's the best clan on the server of Balor on Android, and it's a big and good history. And what's going on right now is pretty crappy, but we'll get to that later in the video. So here's our, people. But back before Bloodlust existed, there was all the clans came together and they called themselves United. And uh, on Balor, there's instead of a couple big clans like there are on iOS, there's a couple. Sometimes, never mind. There's like these small but medium-sized clans, basically, that just form alliances together. And at this time, they were all together. And then Equilibrium, a clan, killed. They were farming Hrung around this time, around summer of 2015. Yeah, and keep in mind, Android servers are only about 2.5 years old, so we don't have as much history, but it's a good one on Balor. So eventually Equilibrium killed Mordris, and United started freaking out, so they had to step up their game. So a guy named Lurlane Shone, who's the chief of Bloodlust, who had started Bloodlust earlier in, I guess, that month, he leveled really fast. He was on like 16 hours a day on average, and he got to level 200 like in under 2 months or something like that. I don't know, but he formed a bunch of stuff, and he's the reason Mordris went down. He's one of the reasons, at least, and we get no thanks for that. But there were people in United who they had a rolling system. Bloodlust eventually got high enough level to join United, but we were still pretty small, like maybe a group of 170 plus whenever we were in United. And the big clan at the time was Death Row, and they didn't like it how we were trying to implement list systems on DL armor, because it was taking like 6 months to a year to complete a stupid Dragon Lord set, because everyone was rolling on drops instead of actually passing and having lists and them going to whoever's closest to finish and who deserves them, like most clans do and should. And we got kicked out by them. They just said basically, hey, screw you guys. We can kill stuff without you guys, and you guys are just you guys have high rolls usually when we roll, and you guys are just taking gear. So screw you and get out. And we asked the other clans United, there's like 5 other ones, and none of them replied within like 3 days. So we were on our own, basically. So by this time, Equilibrium, who was battling United, they just fell apart. Everyone left, they quit, it was ridiculous. And here's us doing our first Necro attempt in United, like at the end. And it was so wrong. No one would listen to each other because there's no really real leaders in United. It's just you listen to your clan leader, and they sometimes collaborate with each other. And so yeah, we went to Equilibrium and formed an alliance with them. And that's how I got my DL set right there. And I farmed it quite a bit. And we started killing Mordris, and we got the server first Necro. Easy. It was really nice. And I got the first drop, the first brace that ever dropped on the server, even though I didn't deserve it because we still rolled. But eventually, like a month into the alliance, we brought in Sin, and we implemented a list system and no more rolling. You had to request drops, and whoever got the drops, well, let me rephrase that, whoever requested and had the biggest need for it would get it. And yeah, so here is United's their boss timers. Like, it shows how much they reset it after this. The first day is the last day Bloodlust was in the alliance, or in United, sorry. And you can see how bad it went after that. But yeah, we got pretty crapped on by United. So we went over to Equilibrium, like I said, and we took down Necro, and we got like 25 mords in a row, interrupted by like 2 mords that United got, and then we got the next like 15 after that, easy. And it was just working out. We were all getting geared, and it seemed to be pretty good. We then, at the end of July, got the first Proteus kill on the server, and it was pretty good. It got United's hopes down quite a bit. And a bad thing about that was every time something dropped, some members from Equilibrium would always get mad if they didn't get the drop that they wanted, and they'd leave, and the Equilibrium chief at the time would give it to them, give them like a godly rung brace to come back. And it was ridiculous. And we kept on gearing people in Equilibrium, and they kept on quitting or leaving the Alliance or selling their drops, and it was just ridiculous. So we left. It got too toxic, and it was ridiculous, like I just said like 8 times. But the day we left the Alliance, our Bloodlust activity increased quite a bit. Here's a picture of all of us. And during this time, a week after we left the Alliance, Xena Alexis, who was the chief of Sin, he went and stole the Equilibrium's bank, and then we kind of said that we didn't want a part in it, because he saw how crappy Ake had treated us, because they changed the password to all the banks that we took, or that we, had. And we were supposed to share the drops when we left, but they changed the password. So he went and got that, and we told him not to, and he stole the Alliance bank with probably 1,000 drops in it, and just realized his mistake after he did it, and he didn't know what to do, and he just decided to turn on Bloodlust, first saying, I don't even know, but now he's saying they didn't even steal the Alliance bank, when we had the screenshots that say that he did, proof that he did. But it's Xena. He's ridiculous. He's also in the smallest clan. His clan is the smallest in the Alliance and United now, and it's the one that causes the most drama. It's the dirtiest clan that there is. Xena started being toxic because he didn't get a Rondel he wanted at Necro. So after we left the Alliance, he started griefing us at Necro. This is Michael griefing us at Proteus after we outlocked him. United, the new United, and they failed at Necro like 5 times before being able to kill. They just inexperienced. They don't tell their clan what to do. There's no leadership. Uncoordinated. We can kill Necro with 16 people, 16, 18 people, and they wipe. Acolyte will spawn 3 times with them, with their like 2 pages of people there, and it's sad that they don't tell anyone what to do. But anytime Bloodlust is there watching, they say we griefed them or something like that, some stupid crap, even though we're standing way out of the AoE. We're like, yeah, it has nothing to do with the fact that Necro was on top of your ranged DPS group with like 8 people in it with no Sanctuary or Cold Ward. But no, it's all Bloodlust's fault. So one time, Xena logged one of his clan member druids to calm our tank at Necro, and it caused us to wipe because it ran to the spirit group, and it's so freaking annoying, and no one will do anything about it. He says it never happens, and it's just the stupidest thing. And so one time, after he griefed us at Necro, we were mad. We were just mad. So we looked at his old post of himself on the old Alliance band, and I went on his Twitter that I found one time I saw him say Xena Alexis. I don't know what it was, but it was some tweet saying who it was, and I made that his picture the header for my thing on band, just to, like, 10 people saw it, and I didn't tell anyone it was him, and he just went and told everyone that it was him, and he's just doing it to, if he really cared about keeping his identity or his face secret, he wouldn't have done that. He's just trying to get sympathy or say Bloodlust is scumbags or something like that. It's Xena. And here he PM'd me saying, "Thanks, OMX. Mass bans being reported. Also got screenshot and will be seeking legal revenge for use of my pic." Yeah, well, there's nothing there. You're an idiot. Just trying to get attention. And here, we were also mad. This guy, who's not even in the clan anymore, said, "I would beat you to a pulp in real life." That's how pissed off I am right now. That's basically saying I could beat you up in real life. That's not a death threat. He went telling everyone that it was a death threat. I'll show you that later. And right here, this seems more like a death threat. I got this sent to me after Xena was put something on the watch list over how someone scammed him for something in Bloodlust, which, stupid. He said, "You are disgusting me. You are scumbag. Xena is help server, but you hinder path to server unification. You are bad man and deserve death." That's more of a death threat than I could beat you up in real life. But no, who cares? Another funny thing that we started doing was he said his first name in Alliance one time, so we just started calling him by his first name, and he's like, "Law firm contacted, Boldar contacted," and he said here, "LOL, it would be funnier when OTM gets dragged into USA court system for you can read that." But you know what, Xena, if you're watching this, they don't take fish. All you talked about when you were in Alliance was how much you needed money and how all you did was fish and play Celtic Heroes all day, and how you're broke if you can't get a job soon, and you haven't got a job obviously, or else you wouldn't be able to spend time trying to pretend you're the victim. But in other news, anytime we say something to Xena, he says we're lying and how scumbag we are. And yeah, whatever, think what you want. They've griefed us 7 times now at Necro and Proteus, and we were so mad one time that we griefed them, and they called us a bunch of griefers. And it's like, look at yourself, idiots. And then same thing happened at Proteus yesterday after they killed ads. And here's just stuff showing that they don't get along at all, and it's gonna fall apart soon. I mean, it's stupid. They don't get along. They're just making stuff up. Just read. You're gonna need to pause, I assume. But yeah, in this one they gave a Mord Spear to someone who's not even in their alliance because they rolled, and he was just there and rolled. But yeah, we've been getting Necros like crazy. Proteus is about even. We took an activity spike over the holidays because, Christmas and all that. So we're just now getting back into the swing of things. And we use group calls to like almost every night. It's pretty fun. But yeah, so basically, Old United, we tried helping, got kicked out, brought Equilibrium back to life, helped them out, brought everyone back to life, geared half the server, got kicked out, or not kicked out, but we got crucified for that. It's just a little ridiculous. We're just trying to do our own thing now, and we keep getting griefed and lied about, and you know what? We're on top. Get over it. And that's Bloodlust's history. Have a nice day.